All right, and we are live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to QuaranCon 2022. We're back because
we are.
The world is still on fire.
It is one giant trash fire.
It is a giant trash fire. And my child is here desperate to say hello. She has also given me a shoulder dragon, which is delightful. We're going to try our best not to let her steal the show. Pretty difficult whenever she's around, but we'll do our best. Yeah, holy, it's nice to see everyone. We've got lots of people watching right now. Thanks to everyone who's saying hi. We're so excited for this year's QuaranCon. But Pam and I are also really, really exhausted. So forgive us if we look tired and disheveled. It's been, as ever, quite the rush to get everything organized and ready to go. Hopefully even bigger and better than previous years. I mean, definitely bigger, right, Pam? We have more people and more.
Yeah, it's crazy number of over 130 odd different people involved in workshops and panels and readings, and and then we've got others behind the scenes as well, and we've got loads of judges. So yeah, I mean, it's a good number of people, and we've seen a lot of love and a lot of enthusiasm, and it's been really good. I mean, yeah, it's tiring.
It's tiring, right? Yeah, it's a lot to do. And we have fewer volunteers, amazing volunteers, but fewer volunteers this year than ever before, which makes sense as, we sort of are turning into this long-term volunteer gig that is very time intensive and doesn't pay at all. So
no, but in some ways, we've streamlined some of our processes. Some of them still haven't worked. There's got to be a good way to sort out time zones. I don't know what it is, but if we do this again, I will get it.
What if we flattened the planet, Pam? What if we just squished it and
hang on. Are you saying the Earth isn't flat?
Might be implying it. Is that a problem?
You know what? Next, you're going to tell me that there's that COVID's real and
COVID's real?
Trails aren't a thing.
That it's the reason for our convention for the last 3 years.
Yeah, I mean, the only reason I got my COVID vaccine 3 times is because I wanted better 5G, and frankly, it hasn't happened, and I am disappointed.
That's true. Your signal drops all the time. Like,
I know.
I need your money back on that one.
3 rounds of COVID vaccine, and I still don't actually have better internet connection.
What is even going on with that?
It's as if you can't believe everything you read on Facebook.
I am devastated to hear that news.
I know.
Okay, so moving on. Sorry, sweetie. I just kneed my child while trying to get my knee up on the accidentally. I believe she's all right.
It's a good thing we're not live when you did that.
Hi, everyone.
CPS.
No, you're fine.
Cedar, quick, come back on to prove that you're alive.
Come on, it was a knee. All right. Let's refocus here, everyone. We have so many awesome people saying hello. I see Lois. Hey, Lois. I see Andrew. I see Caitlin. I see Dawn, Neil, Aaron, and Tyler. So many people.
How do you see all those people?
Cedar, they're here in this list. So thank you all so much for being here. And we're going to get right down to non-business, which is to say practical bits. So the very, very, very first thing we should talk about is the code of conduct. It is on our website. Our website is QuaranCon2020.com. And if you put in /code of conduct, you will go to the code of conduct. Alternatively, you can just click on the big button that says code of conduct at the top left corner. And that will take you to our code of conduct, which is pretty simple. We ask that people be respectful of each other. We ask that people try to be kind. We reserve the right to boot anyone for any reason. Mostly the reasons are just being a jerk. We've been incredibly lucky, and we really never had to deal with this. We had to mute one person on YouTube last year, and that was it. But really, we're very lucky to have a very lovely community, and we just ask that y'all continue to be your lovely selves, and be kind to one another, and be respectful of each other and each other's differences, and celebrate our differences, and have a lovely convention. And if you have any questions about the code of conduct, first look at the actual code of conduct, then feel free to email me or Pam, or get in touch with any of our other volunteers that you feel comfortable reaching out to. Next up is the schedule, which is also on the website, and shockingly is at QuaranCon2020.com/2022 schedule. We didn't want it to get confused with previous schedules, and also our website back end is a little bit weird, so sometimes I have to make new pages for things. But anyway, it's there, and everything is there. And the beautiful thing about the website that we're so excited about every year is that it displays in your local time zone, unless you're using a weird VPN.
So if you are trying to watch American Netflix from the UK, you may need to pretend you're in London for a period of time while looking at the schedule.
Well, looking at the schedule if you want it to display correctly, because that does work based on your VPN. So please check that out. Find all the events that you want to go to. Check them out on YouTube, add them to your watch list. Don't forget to like the videos and subscribe to our channel, and then you are going to be up to date on everything as it happens. Plus, the more subscribers we get, the more cool things we can do on YouTube. For example, this year we got to create a premiere video, and I don't know how many subscribers you have to do that, but it's the first time I've ever been able to do it, so it's very exciting. One of our workshops is working that way, so that's very cool. So yeah, check out the schedule and bookmark all the things. We have so much awesome paneling. Pam, thanks so much for the amazing schedule.
That's quite okay. I didn't even make it through a first thing before I got cat bombed.
That's beautiful. As you said, it's a QuaranCon tradition, and I started off child bombed. So what? Like, come on.
That's true. Okay, cool. You did it first. I feel better.
Yeah, so that's where you can find the schedule. Please check it out. Our anthology is another thing I'd like to talk about. If you look at our website, you'll see a big button that says check out our anthology. It's part of our book sale, which I'll talk about more in a second as well. It's only 99 cents as an ebook. It's $4.99 as a print book. It's really very cheap, or equivalent internationally. Please check it out. It's our authors who have the top 3 short stories from the previous 2 years of our short fiction competition. And they
covered beautifully, designed by our own Virginia McClain, I would just like to say.
Thank you kindly. I have to mute myself and go for just a second.
Okay, are you going to leave me here on my own?
I kind of am for just about 90 seconds.
Okay.
You can take over. The next thing
I need to find the list of things you told me to talk about. Hang on.
Can you talk about the book sale? I'll be right back. I can
talk about the book sale. I have a list. Okay, so our book sale, as Virginia said, it's on our website, www.QuaranCon2020.com/, yes, you've guessed it, book sale. So there are a lot of different books in there, some of which are free, some of which are 99 cents, and all of them will be available for the duration of the con, and I think a couple of days following that. Most of them are from people you'll be able to see in our panels and readings and workshops. However, we also have some other people who've decided to join us, just showing their love for QuaranCon, wanting to get involved. So please do check all of those out. You'll also find book links at the bottom of all the panels that people are on, which will take you to the various sites and things. They're not guaranteed to be in the book sale, but give you a chance to see what some of our authors and various things are about. We've also got some book bloggers involved in some of our panels this year, some editors and publishers, so you'll be able to see all their details as well. Okay, trying to think what else we've got on the list here. Yes, swearing. Okay, we are a swearing-friendly con. We try not to do it, obviously, when Virginia's little one is on screen, but we are a swearing-friendly con, of course. We still ask people to be, considerate, and, we're not looking for anyone to do a run-on swear, as much as I appreciate them. We are doing a panel all about swearing and talking about, where it's appropriate, where it's not, how we use it. I'll just say smeg. You'll know what we all mean by that, I'm sure.
Wow. Thanks, Pam.
You are welcome. Who doesn't love Red Dwarf? Seriously, though. So anyway, that's a question I'll leave to my swearing panel. And we're ready to talk about merch. Virginia.
Great. Thank you so much, Pam, for covering for me while I went and helped.
It wasn't good, but I did it.
Hey, that's done is what matters at this stage. Merch. So y'all, I tried so hard to get us on Printify so that we could go through multiple printers in different places and reduce shipping costs for everyone, so you weren't winding up paying like more in shipping than you were for the actual item. And then I had it all set up and it was looking good. And then someone tried to buy something and PayPal was like, oh, hey, guess what? We're not going to connect to Printify for you. So anyway, I have taken that off. It's like, it's not on the website right now, so don't worry, you can't accidentally order from that. We're back to just Zazzle, and I'm sorry, I know Zazzle is not ideal. It's what we've got. We got rid of Teespring entirely because they went up the deep end doing weird things that we don't like. Zazzle's still there. It's expensive, and I'm sorry. I am still working on the Printify thing, and if I fix it, I will post an announcement all over Twitter if I fix it before the end of the con. But for now, we're stuck with Zazzle, and I'm so sorry. But the good thing about merch is that from Zazzle, you can still get cool stuff like this, my QuaranCon hoodie and other things. If shipping is really expensive where you are, you can wait, and hopefully I'll fix the Printify thing soon. Any proceeds from that go straight to reimbursing our running costs. We basically pay this is a free convention. It's free for everyone to attend. It's free for the people who are in it. It's free for the people who show up to watch. It's free for everybody. And none of us get paid. Everybody who makes the con happen, we see.
That's almost true, Virginia. Almost. It costs you and I to be here.
Right. So the only people who are paying to play are Pam and I,
we're okay with that because we love you all.
Of running the Zoom account, the website, etc., and all those costs come out of pocket.
And Amanda, to be fair, because she.
Oh right, and Amanda pays for the goat. That's right.
She pays for the goat. She donates a goat every year. She's very kind.
Absolutely. So anyway, any profits we make on merch just go to reimbursing those costs. And that is also true of our coffee account, which is the next thing I want to mention. We have a coffee account. It's coffee.com/QuaranCon 2020 or 2021, possibly even 2022, because I think I updated it.
I can tell you.
I think it is actually 2022. I'm going to go with that for now. And and so many generous people in the last few days have piled in, giving us money. Y'all are adorable and wonderful. I wish I could promise you some sort of receipt for that. We are not a nonprofit. We are not a business. We are not anything. We are just, well, I am 12 raccoons in a trench coat pretending to be a human. Pam, I think, is an actual human, and I haven't confirmed. Okay, she's saying
no. Sorry.
But
I heard that rumor, but I don't know where it started that I was human. To be honest, I'm actually quite offended by it. But
I'm very sorry. We'll talk about it.
It's QuaranCon 2022 for Kofi.
2022, yay! Okay, yeah. I did update it. Great. So if you feel inclined to donate to that, you're welcome to. If we go past the amount that we use for our annual running costs, we donate any excess to Doctors Without Borders. Because they're a pretty cool organization, especially during COVID, but really all the time. They're always doing things that are helpful. Yeah, that's that. All contributions are appreciated from $1 to more than that. Anything is fine. Don't worry about it being small, but also don't worry about it at all. You don't have to do it. It's not a big deal.
Absolutely. I mean, it's to say times are tough for everybody at the moment as well. There's energy prices and cost of living and craziness. So we know that if you can do anything, even just retweet it is a huge help to us. Or, doesn't have to be our Ko-fi account. It can be our panels, anything you want to sort of just help us kind of go, look, we're here. We love that. So, anything you can do is really appreciated. So it doesn't have to be a big thing. That's a really great point,
Pam. The social media boost is really fabulous. So if y'all want to support QuaranCon without spending a single dime, just retweeting whichever panels you're excited about, or all of them would be great. But or our day schedules, that Noor, our super awesome volunteer, Noor Al-Shanti, has been amazing about posting big threads of all of our panels and everything. If you want to retweet those, that's awesome, hugely helpful. And yeah, we want more eyes on the con. We want to support all the authors who give us their time to be on our panels and moderate them and everything. And the best way to do that is to get people to watch and then hopefully find new authors that they like and want to read.
Yeah, we do have posts on Facebook and Instagram as well. Obviously, if you are more of an Instagrammer or a Facebooker, then obviously we do have stuff over there as well, although admittedly we're not quite as active as we are on Twitter. So.
Yeah, Twitter's our mainstay. It's the best place to follow us if you really want to know exactly what's happening at the minute it's happening. We sort of update the other ones as an afterthought because we want to make sure we get to all the people who are on different platforms, but at the same time, none of us is like particularly active on those other platforms. So it's sort of, we're always like, oh, right, we should also put that on Twitter or on Instagram and Facebook. Whereas I think between the three of us, we're all who manage our social media accounts and stuff, we're all pretty active on Twitter. Yeah. Okay, so next up, we're supposed to talk about the awards ceremony.
Are we?
I don't know. Okay. I have it on here.
Oh, you do. It's on the list.
Point out that everyone should come because it's going to be cool.
Yeah.
There's going to be
there'll be goats. So that'll be presented by Amanda AM Justice and myself, where we will be announcing the winners of our short story competition, our second runner-up, first runner-up, and winner. Yeah. I think we've had more short story entries this year than we've ever had, so that's amazing. First prize is a free edit up to 10,000 words, offered by myself. So
there's also a package of some ebooks that are.
Yep, I think we've got a couple of actual books that you can hold as well, that people have sort of said they'd like to give out hard copies. So that might be an option. Yeah. And of course, the top three also go into our anthology, which will run hopefully every 2 years. Bit of pressure there to actually be here next year now, but one way or another we might run the contest.
Even if this contest without the rest of the con.
We can run the contest without the con. But doesn't it put the con in contest though? Sorry, I'm not sorry. It was just there and I went for it. I'm kind of regretting it myself, to be honest. Yeah. It's fine, let's gloss over that. And there'll be our best worst lines competition, and the winner of which will be eaten by a goat.
The line, not the person.
Yes, the line, not the person, to be clear. Apparently that's against YouTube's rules. I don't know.
Also not like the best reward. I mean, maybe appropriate, but not like...
I mean, if it was just like a wee kind of like nibbly lick or something, it could be affectionate and cute. I mean, like, if it takes your whole arm, I mean, that's not going to be good, but... You know, there's degrees.
Much harder to arrange than the feeding.
Yes, of the line. Yes, yeah. So it was more complicated. So we went with the easy option and gave them a line, and they'll eat it. And of course, there's the Golden Turds Trophy.
Yes.
Which they will have their name engraved on. I think our winner last year was Alan Batchelder.
Yep.
And I'm sure he has that in pride of place in his living room, and when people come in, it invites them to view it. Like, you know, people win an Oscar, they probably stand there and go, oh, thank you, like those fake speeches. I bet it happens all the time.
I assume. He's doing a reading for us, so I expect to see it, you know, like I assume it'll be front and center as he does his reading.
I would think. I would think. Yeah. So those are our contests. So I think Amanda's also going to read out the winning short story. So you'll get a chance to actually hear that. Cool. And that's on Sunday at 4 p.m. UK time, which would be 11 a.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Central, and some other times, other places.
It's on that awesome schedule that displays in your local time zone, and y'all should check it out.
You should. There is a poster kicking about for it, which I will, of course, retweet closer to the time, and I'm sure our QuaranCon official account will too. Okay.
Let's see. Follow us on Twitter. We already mentioned. And should we thank some volunteers?
Yes. Let's do that.
Okay. I want to first thank Pam, who is amazing and does our scheduling, and it's a massive, massive undertaking. I don't know if y'all understand this, but Pam had to take 126 people and their various time zones that they live in and availabilities and squish them into, how many panels is it total? We have 58 events, but is it 26 panels?
27
panels.
27 panels.
In various configurations, trying to accommodate as many people as possible and also make sure we have like really great quality panels. It's a massive undertaking. Pam does an amazing job and we appreciate the heck out of it. Which I only modified to heck because my kid's right here.
Okay, well, I'm going to reciprocate and say a very big, huge thank you to Virginia. To be honest, without her brainchild, QuaranCon wouldn't be a thing. Don't you hide behind that mug. Get back out here. I have to sit there. You have to sit there. So yeah, it wouldn't be a thing. She does all the tech stuff. She does all the training. She's put all this website together with things to display in your time zone. If we hadn't mentioned that, I should mention it. And it takes an awful lot of, you should be proud. It takes an awful lot of work. She's behind the scenes with all these spreadsheets, feeding information in. Sometimes it goes missing. And there was an incident.
Oh, God.
There was an incident.
The copy-paste incident of 2022.
Copy-paste incident, which I hope, Wix, you're watching and are going to put an undo button. I've spoken to you about this already.
A long-term undo button, not just to like flashes at you for 5 seconds after you.
Yeah, that's actually almost worse because that feels like it's mocking you.
It really was. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like that
almost broke me. I almost just said the con's not happening. Sorry.
Yeah, I did remember there was a series of messages. I was just like, oh well, I can see that's not great. But no, she does a ton of work for all of that, and it's not a simple case of that information goes on. It's a lot of work behind the scenes.
I try to make it easier on myself every year, and then I'm like, then there's something new and cooler that I want to do, like the book sale this year or whatever, and then I'm up till 3 a.m. doing that. But I was only up until 3 a.m. doing con-specific work like one time, which is a massive improvement over last year.
Yeah, to be fair though, you were messaging me and it was 7 a.m. my time.
I know, but you're supposed to ignore me.
No, but I didn't, and I was still awake.
I'm sorry.
It's all right.
You got way less sleep than I did this time. All right, we're gonna thank our other volunteers.
More than enough. We should do this later. Sorry. 12 raccoons in a trench coat.
So I want to thank Noor Al-Shanti, who does an absolutely amazing job of posting to all of our social media accounts everywhere, and also making a bunch of graphics. We actually kind of split, divide and conquered the graphic design work this year, which was awesome. And I guess we'd like to thank Canva for that.
Yes. Yeah, it was actually surprisingly easy, and I learned about graphic design from Virginia, so that was cool.
It was really fun, and it was cool because it's just like I could pop up a template and then we could all work from there, and it was great. Because normally I do it all in Photoshop myself, and then it's very time consuming, or someone else takes care of it. I actually can't remember how we've done it in previous years. Noor has done a lot of it, I know, in the past, but anyway.
Yeah.
But massive thanks to Nora for all of that. Like those detailed schedules, if y'all have seen our tweets going by where it's like, here's day 1 and then a tweet for every single event with all the people tagged and stuff. That is all Noor Al-Shanti, who, by the way, is an author with amazing books. They are in our book sale. They are which means they're currently 99 cents or free. Please go check them out because she deserves all the readers in the world.
And did she not win a Stabby Award?
Yeah, she won a Stabby.
She did,
yeah. She totally won a Stabby for a cool discussion that she started on Reddit fantasy, on our fantasy. So Stabby winner Noor Al-Shanti, please go support her.
Absolutely.
I would also like to thank our tech people, Taya, Ryan, and Claire, who are all amazing humans. My daughter just shouted Claire.
I didn't know we could bring cheerleaders. That was a great idea.
Right? Very useful.
Yeah.
All amazing humans, and also authors, and you should check out all of their books as well. Not everybody has something in the book sale right now, I think, but you can find them all over. Taya writes as TL Greylock. Geez. Ryan writes as Ryan Cahill. Sorry, I added an extra to that. It's just Cahill. Anyway, Claire is not yet published, but working on it. If anyone wants to pick her up, give her a shout. She's looking at Trad. And Cedar shouted Claire again. Those are our tech people. They are the behind the scenes people for all of this. Every single broadcast that you see has one of us behind it. It's me and Taya and Ryan and Claire. It's a massive time commitment over the course of the weekend. We try not to ask too many people to do it because it's a lot. And it requires a bunch of extra training, and then you're in charge of whether or not the YouTube broadcast happens. So it can be a little high tension for people starting out. And Ryan and Claire are new this year, so everyone please give them a warm welcome and be very encouraging whenever you see them. Taya is our returning stalwart and has always done a fantastic job. That is that for that group. David Green is a lovely human being who has organized all the readings for us this year, which is another big undertaking. We really appreciate the heck out of that. Pam, I assume you'd like to say something about David.
I think of anything good to say, to be honest.
Oh,
no, that is not true. David is a really good he is a really, really good human being. If you ask him to do something, he's just like, yeah, I'll do that. That way there's just no stress with him at all, even though he does a tremendous amount of work himself and wears many hats and as a full-time stay-at-home dad as well, while churning out brilliant books and ghostwriting and all sorts of things. So he is a very hardworking individual, and he is always good, to throw in or do whatever. And he's also done, I think, judging for us as well this year on top of that. So no, he is a genuinely nice human being, even if he can't tell the difference between madness and UB40.
Oh, I have no idea what that means. So
they're not the same. They're not the same.
We would also like to thank AM Justice, also known as Amanda, who helps out in a lot of similar thing. Like we ask Amanda to do lots of random stuff, and but she also organized the short fiction contest this year, right?
She did, yep.
And the judges for that. And we would also like to thank our judges. And Pam, do you have a list of them? Because
I think I know who they are off the top of my head. So we've got Damien Larkin. He is on our Writing Fight Scenes panel this year as well. He writes sort of military sort of science fiction. Got a couple of books out, Blood Red Sand and Big Red, and I think there's another one which is going out of my head.
Sorry, there's lots of information about all of these people on their panelist bios and also on their volunteer page, which is, I'm in the process of updating. People haven't gotten back to me with their new bios yet, but go ahead, Pam, the rest of the judges.
So we've got SM Hardy, or Sue. She has judged both short fiction and best worst lines last year and this year.
Lovely.
And just because she's a really kind, lovely person. She's not so much SFF writer, but writes under a number of different pseudonyms and whatnot. And so she's always been, again, just always willing to go, I can do that, I can throw in, and she's brilliant that way. We've got Annabelle Campbell,
who's doing a reading.
Who's doing a reading. She is, I think, from what we will hope to be her debut book, which is very exciting. And I know she just recently finished all of her edits on that, so nice. Very exciting. So she's going to do a reading for us, and she's been judging short fiction. Have I missed anyone? We said Dave already. Best worst lines, is that Tala Williams? Who she did not want to do reading, but she's been doing best worst lines, and she did that for us last year as well, and hopefully we'll be seeing her debut book very, very soon. And we have Aid, whose second name just went out of my head, and I'm going to apologise in advance, but Aid is not a writer, but I will say, don't know if you guys have something called Countdown. Do you know what Countdown is? It's like a word kind of anagram game. It's been on the telly in this country for like a million years sort of thing. And he was amazing and was on it for like a week, just kept winning. So he is a wordsmith, even though he's not technically wanting to do writing necessarily. I know he does a lot of podcasting and things like that. So he's a good egg too. So.
Awesome. Thank you for that. And let's see. We would also just like to thank all of our panelists. There are 126 of you, so we aren't going to list you all out. And besides, your bios are displayed very prettily on our website. So if anyone would like to know more about any of our panelists, please go check out the website. Sorry that I'm talking over my child just speaking in the background. And could it wait though? And
Don't think it can, no.
Fair enough. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
Easter is an eye and the bunnies cannot wait. So we'd love to thank our 126 panelists. Do go check out on our website. There's a panelist section. You can find all the bios there. They're in alphabetical order by first name. I'm so sorry, but that is literally the only way I could get them to display on the site. So please check that out. And we also want to send a massive thank you to our moderators who not only take the time to moderate the panels that they are moderating, but also come to moderator training, which is me yakking at them for like an hour about how the tech works and how to be a good moderator and stuff like that. And as if I actually know how to do that. So they're very patient to show up for that.
No, and they do put a lot of work in because they have to think of questions and do research and and it's a lot of work to be a moderator behind the scenes as well. So we really appreciate that so many people actually volunteered to do it this year as well, because sometimes we didn't always have that option, and this year we had loads of people said, yeah, I'll do it, and that again was just really heartwarming for us that people wanted to come and be part of it. So thank you very much for all the offers and for doing it too.
Yeah. And it's been doing it well also. Like we asked everybody to send out these emails and with notes and all this stuff, and everybody jumped to and did it, and with a little bit of chasing from us on a few, but like really it was, it's so much extra on top of everyone else's, everyone's daily lives, and everybody really stepped up.
Dawn Vogel won the prize for first though, didn't she?
Who was it?
Dawn, was it? Dawn Vogel? Did she?
It was, it might have been Dawn. That's right. Who did it like minutes after we sent
it was like you sitting out going, here's your panelists. And I was like,
5 minutes later, Dawn was like, here, panelists, this is the thing. I'm like,
so I think she won the prize for getting in there like super early. So well done.
You get special mention now.
Do get special mention for that. We were seriously impressed at your speed.
And we also thank our audience members. Thanks to everybody who shows up live to panels and asks questions. We love that so much. Right now, we're essentially thanking everybody who's here right now and everyone who generally shows up to our events. And it makes all the events more fun. I'd like to thank my daughter for yelling random stuff at me in the background because she just asked me to.
If you could not do that while I'm taking a drink, that would be awesome, because I really don't want to cough like this all over my laptop.
Zero control is what I have. So, but thank you so much to all of you for coming to watch. We really appreciate it. It's so nice when a panel or a reading or anything is happening to have people show up and ask questions. It makes everything just even more engaged and fun. And y'all ask some amazing questions too. So thank you so much for that. So do everyone review the code of conduct before you come to an event, just in case you're concerned about that. It's up there for everyone to see, so that we don't have to mute anybody.
I'm just laughing at Dawn saying I'm basically always online.
That works.
Well, it works for you.
Yeah. I see so many awesome comments in the chat. Thank you everyone for saying hi and shouting enthusiasm at us. I am now going to run away and take my daughter to school very late so that I can do the rest of this with less shouting in the background. Our very, very first panel of the day is Strong Protagonists Who Aren't Warriors. It happens at 11:30 a.m. my time, which is Central Time, which means it's probably what, 5:30 your time? Is that right?
The first panel? It's exactly 5:30. Yeah. And you are moderating it. You are aware of that, right?
Yeah. Oh, I'm not like questioning the time. I'm just letting. I'm just making sure that I got your time zone right when I just.
Yes, no, you know, absolutely do. It is 5:30 British summertime. Tonight, and then we've got 7 o'clock underrepresented mythologies.
Really exciting schedule for the rest of the day. There's book versus film is also on later. We've got 3 readings after that. Then it's family and SFF. Then it's romances subplot, and we're capping the day with making magic systems workshop with MD Presley. So really fantastic schedule. Please check it all out. Bookmark the things you want to watch later, which hopefully is everything, but fine if it's not. Remember that if you can't make it to something on time everything remains on YouTube almost indefinitely. We have a couple of workshops that come down because they are money makers for the people who run them, who they're very kindly gifting us with a free loan of them for a short period of time. And I actually still need to update a couple of the descriptions with that, but we've got, I think, 2 or 3 workshops that will come down after they're up for a couple of weeks, so you have time to catch up on them, but do make sure you catch all the workshops closer to the time, because some of those will come down after. Otherwise, things remain on YouTube indefinitely so that folks can catch up whenever they can.
Are we still taking sign-ups for any of the workshops, Virginia?
There's a sign-up sheet, so we'll tweet it out again soon. There's a sign-up sheet for the workshops. You can sign up for multiple ones. Some of them are inviting people into the Zoom to do face-to-face Q&A with the leaders. Some of them are just doing questions through the YouTube chat, but there's live interaction on all of them. And if you sign up on the form, we will send you whichever link you're supposed to have. So if you're supposed to have a Zoom link, we'll send you a Zoom link.
And I think some of them have some nice worksheets and things and bits and pieces to hand out as well. So if we've got your email address, obviously we can make sure you get copies of anything that they're handing out. So it is probably quite worth
and that is all that we'll use those email addresses for. We will send you the stuff that's pertinent to the workshops you signed up for. And after that, you won't hear from us anymore. Don't worry. And we will never, ever sell your information to anyone else. So I think that covers everything that we need to cover. And I, like I said, I'm going to run this child to school. So
good plan.
Yay! Happy convention, everyone. We're really looking forward to this. It's going to be so good. Thank you all for being here.
Thank you so much.
QuaranCon 2022 is awesome or even more awesome than QuaranCon 2021, I guess. I don't know. Does that sound good? Give that a try.
I think more awesome is always good.
I think it's probably a good plan. We'll give that
I think so. Yeah. Right. So awesomeness all round. Well done.
Go team. Okay. That's it from us, because we're just not even
functioning anymore. So yes, enjoy.
Bye,
take part.
Everybody.
We'll see you soon.
Big red button. Thanks for coming. Bye.
Bye.